Hi, my name is Jacob Brady, and this is our game Cryptid Hunters, a game about proving the supposed existence of cryptids and legends to be real. My group consists of
Victoria Gillis.
Kylan Tomei.
Burden Perez.
and Peyton Paul.
The mechanics of this game are focused on navigation, card collection, cards with various effects, and resource management. Players navigate the board to land on the various spaces with different abilities. Their goal is to collect evidence cards for each cryptid region while avoiding trap cards that have varying negative effects on the player. Along with these two types of spaces is the mystery space, which can be positive or negative for the player and allow them to interact with others. Once a player has collected enough evidence for each cryptid, they can navigate to the end of the region to capture that cryptid and continue their exploration.
The dynamics are heavily centered around the cards in the game known as mystery, trap, and evidence cards. Players land on these spaces to gain and or lose cards. You can move backwards or forwards by rolling dice in the game. Certain cards collected let players create advantages for themselves or sabotage other players. This allows for the game to have both competition and strategy. With each hand of cards hidden from other players and random dice rolls, fortuity plays a big role in the game as well.
The visual aesthetics of the game are based on the four cryptids: Yeti, Loch Ness Monster, Chupacabra, and Jersey Devil, as well as their inhabited regions. Fantasy, challenge, and discovery are all emotional responses evoked in the player as he plays one of the four cryptid hunters on an investigation to explore and capture these cryptids.
right here, we can see Brandon lands on a mystery space and picks up a card from the mystery card deck. Since the card says to draw one trap card, he also draws a trap card, and then returns the mystery card back to its deck. Here, we see Kylan land on an airplane space. In order to use the space to travel to another airplane space, he must give up one of his evidence cards, as shown here. He then can travel to any other airplane space on the map. Here, I am demonstrating how to conquer a cryptid. After gaining the 4 different evidence cards for a certain cryptid, I put all 4 evidence cards back into the corresponding pile. I then put one of my sorry pieces on the cryptid monster tile and transport myself back to the start of the board.
We created this particular game because we wanted to make something that was engaging and visually appealing. While coming up with ideas for a thematic story, the hunt for cryptids caught all of our interest. As a team, we knew we could create a sense of adventure and exploration on a board, with the main goal being capturing 4 mythical monsters. The board design as well as the character design both represent our intention in creating a game that was captivating at its core, with the natural landscapes and vibrant detectives. We also felt that the game needed to connect the players in some way, and that is the reasoning for implementing the mystery cards. Not only are players against the cryptids and trying to find evidence, they are working either with or against each other as well. Board games are best when a sense of camaraderie or opposition is felt, and we surmise this game embodies both of these feelings. The idea of proving the existence of the cryptids in itself is interesting, but we wanted an interactive experience as well. We found it best to make movement feel free and to make the world open. Moving in the right direction is encouraged, and players should never feel stuck in one spot. We also wanted players to have to avoid traps in their journey to collecting evidence. This creates a player versus environment dynamic that makes the game feel even more lively, if even only just a board game. We feel as though players of this game will find fun in balancing the relationships between other detectives with their own motive in trying to win the game. It is simple enough for anyone to play, but allows for higher level thinking and strategy to ensure the game is entertaining every time. We are proud of the game that we have created as a team, and we believe that anyone can find enjoyment in playing the exploration adventure that is Cryptid Hunters.